Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl, guys, Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And if nobody told you they loved you today, just know that Goddess Nikita, she loves you, okay? All right, guys, y'all know I'm sipping tea today, so y'all know what time it is. It's tea time on the best day of the year. You know, it's almost my solar return since I've been on this earth. God, please believe. But everybody should thank me later, okay? So, anyways, when you figure it out, you figure it out. But make a long story short, guys. I think the title of this I want to say is "What a Time to Be Alive." Like Drake couldn't have came out with that at the perfect timing. I must say, like, I was listening to that song and it didn't resonate with me when he first came out with it. But as of today, yes. What a time to be alive, okay? I realized something, guys, like about myself that I really, really love. Like, and I always tell people about this, like, if you say that you forgive someone and you mention what they did, you never really forgave them. And some people are like, well, I forgive, but I'll never forget. But that means you're still holding on to it. And like when you truthfully forgive someone, you really forget about what they did. You don't care. It's the past. And a lot of times we get caught up in this stereotype that a lot of people get caught up in. Okay. And I used to be there. So what I'm telling y'all is a true statement. Like I used to live by that. Like, hey, I forgive you, but I ain't gonna never forget what you did. You can cross me once, you ain't gonna cross me twice. The whole thing is I'm not responsible for your half and what you do to me. So if I say that, that means that I totally have to forgive everything that you did. But guess what? Even though I forgave you, I don't have to mess with you. So there's a difference. I have balance in here. I'm choosing me here. It's what a time to be alive, okay? Sipping this tea. Baby, when I say this tea is amazing, this tea is amazing. Guys, we are experiencing something that most generations after this 20 years will never experience. This is a once-in-a-life opportunity, and we're going to see some things transpire that we never thought transpired. Well, maybe, I wouldn't say like never thought that this stuff happened. I feel like enough people have been woke to place the thing that's going to be happening to us. But we're here now, guys. Like, and I truthfully believe that no matter what goes on and what happens, that it is destiny and fate and it's meant to happen. And a lot of people don't know about, you know, like when you talking to people who's won. Because a lot of people say they won, but they're really truthfully not won for real. When you talk to a person who's won, you can tell by the way they move, talk, think, and act. And a lot of people that's in the streets, I will say that they are won. Especially like some people when you talk to them, and I'm not saying like, hey, this and that, they are one. Like they already know their fate, they know their destiny, and they're just one with it. Like, and they like, hey, whatever happens, happens, but you know, I'm one with it. It is what it is. Some people say they're like that, but they're really not. Like you can tell. And even like people like to dispute my people who's in the streets, and I don't like that at all because I'm not here to judge you. Even the judge that they appoint here is not the judge that gets to appoint you. This judge here can never tell you what you did was incorrect. And I have to say that because no matter what, it could be like God said it's not correct or God said it is correct. And even though these people made you do this, doesn't mean that this is where you're supposed to stay. And so at some point, you have to forgive even in this section. And I mean this on a very high positive note because I know there are a lot of men that have been incarcerated and women incarcerated for things that they should have never experienced ever. And sometimes people don't understand, like, it still has to be rectified. You made these people sit in here, serve this time for no reason, and you did whatever you did. It still has to be rectified. They still owe down for that. And a lot of the times people don't really get the damage that they do to people like that, but there's hurt and there's pain behind every sentencing that a judge do that someone must have to forgive. Your time and your efforts and the things that you experience in there, that's all needs forgiveness. So I say that to y'all because some men, even though you look very youthful, you're still hurt about this time that you experienced being incarcerated, which I don't feel like anyone should have experienced being incarcerated. It doesn't serve the divine purpose it's supposed to be served. Now, some people do deserve time out, but if you're not going to give them help afterwards and help them out daily, then this is a waste of time. It's a waste of time of taxpayer dollars because people shouldn't be returning back as fast as they go in. So it's like a system. At some point, it's just a system to me. But if you're alive right now, guys, and you're rocking with me, you're listening to me, just know I'm sending people behind bars, love, and for the people who's been in there, like some love and light. You know what I'm saying? There's things in place that can help y'all, even when it comes to like books, journals, and different stuff like that can help you all heal so that way you can be able to be successful. Even when it comes to being successful when you get out of prison, like mentally, physically, you could be prepared, but you're not really prepared. But just know everything is working in your favor at the end of the day, okay? Guys, you know what I realized? This year has really shown me so far about people that I cut off, about why they need to stay cut off. They have no more access to me. Like when I say none, like none, I don't care if you're family, friends, foe, whatever. If I cut you off, we don't speak anymore. Oh, baby, that's because we ain't supposed to speak no more. And when I say the universe has really pushed this issue with me about this, I'm so sorry, my cat is messing with my stuff, guys. But when the universe really pushed the issue with me about showing me like, hey, these people need to be cut off, but let me show you why. Like some stuff that you were used to tolerating, you cannot tolerate this no more. This is not where you are supposed to be at. This is not what's supposed to go on. Like none of that. So recently I went to a bar and I was with my cousin. Like, shout out to my babe. Okay. And I was at this bar and I was like, I'm not supposed to be in here. I could go to clubs and stuff, but this is not a club and a bar that I'm supposed to be in at this current point of my life. I'm not supposed to be in a bar like this. And I will not return back to this bar ever again. Even though this bar is a place I used to go all the time, but I was just going with my cousin to support her because, my cousin, she just lost a parent. So I was just, out kicking it with her and making sure she healing correctly. And a lot of times, some spiritual people, they're not willing to go in somebody else's world. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I tell people, that's the greatest time to be alive, is like where you can actually go in the dark with this person and pull them out into the light. Are you that spiritual worker? Because if you're not that spiritual worker, then you can't, you have no comparisons, not saying, hey, I'm too high and mighty for this. Like, bro, you have to literally be able to go where people are at, because how would you be able to talk to them? Like, what happened if God, the Most High, needs you, the universe, is placed on your heart to really go in this particular area just to speak with someone? Are you willing to do that? Or are you just going to let them be? Some people let people be, not me, no. But my cousin asked me to go with her, and I've been trying to talk with her, and I'm like, hey, this is the only time I get to talk to her. Let's go. And so I went out with her, and I was like, this is not where I want to be at. She said, I feel you, cuz. And I said, you know what? And then me and her just talking. I was like, I just want to tell you that I love you so much, and I appreciate you, because she rocked with me the way how I want my cousins to always rock with me. And it's kind of crazy because I never really hung out with her until like recently, like starting like last year. So it's like, what? Like, girl, I would have been hanging out with you. Like, you're drama free, all that. Like, yes, like I didn't even know we was that close in age, but guys, like I literally was in the bar and I was like, this is not where I'm supposed to be at. Nevertheless, I didn't have a drink either. Okay, so I didn't have a drink. I'm just standing there. I'm like, this ain't where I want to be at. This ain't it. Like, if I'm going to be anywhere, I'm going to be somewhere where it's a purpose and a meaning behind why I'm in somewhere. Like, I don't want to be, but I don't mind being in the club and everybody talking to me spiritually, because I've been there before. I told y'all I've been in a strip club talking spiritually to people. I done been in a club talking spiritually to people. And this is me out of town, guys. This ain't even me in town. When I'm in town, the last time I like really took over a bar and we really started talking like spiritually, physically, and mentally, that had to been like right before my spiritual awakening. Talking to somebody spiritually in the bar. Some people are not willing to do that. But guess what, baby? What a time to be alive. I'm enjoying my moment. I'm enjoying helping people. I really love helping people. I really like seeing people be successful in their healing journey, and just really just being at one and being at peace with things. But that really just did something to me, being with my cousin, and me and her both was in agreement. I was like, I just don't want to be here at this current moment. There ain't nothing wrong with anything else. It's just, I ain't with this no more. Like, I ain't been with this in a while. And what most people don't really know about me, even back in the day, like once I went and partied in most of the cities that I wanted to party in, and that was by the time I turned 25, I was done. I was like, oh, I'm cool. I really don't want to go out no more. I ain't missing nothing. I don't see it all. I done went out in Texas. I done went out in Florida. I done went out in Louisville. I done went out in Virginia. I done went out in Chicago. I done went out in, what's that, Wisconsin? Like, yes. I done did a lot. So it's like, I done been everywhere. I was like, I've been around the world and yeah. I done been there. So it's like, some stuff, it gets played out. That just ain't where I'm at. That's not where I want to be at. It really isn't. And it's not saying that I don't mind people who be there, because that ain't where I'm going to be at. But if I accept them that be there, that means that I have to accept that in my life. And I'm not willing to accept that. So it's like, at some point I had to draw the line. But I am not willing. I am like, I don't mind going places and talking to people. That ain't mine. That's not my thing. And I'm not scared about that. I ain't never been scared. But I think the most thing that I really like am acknowledging with myself is just like the things that like, I don't want that stuff to resonate with me anymore. And people are like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't. Some of the old things don't resonate with the new me at all. And I'm like, hey, and that's fine too. And I'm okay with that. It's just that I'm just on a different space. I'm in a different place. I'm everywhere where I need to be at. And so I'm happy about that. It's so crazy because a lot of people would think that I wasn't happy, or I guess like I might be overly happy, but people don't understand. Joy comes in the morning. Joy comes at night. Joy comes at any time I'm just breathing. Like, what? Why are you not happy? You woke up. Like, no matter what happens during this day, you should automatically be happy. It's what a time to be alive. Some people don't see it that way, but I really truthfully see it that way. Like, what a time to be alive. Like, I'm happy at all moments of my whole entire existing and being. I'm just happy that I'm able to be as an assistant to anyone who need help. Because some people are not like that. Some people are not willing to help other people. I have seen it from some spiritual leaders, like they don't want to help people, not unless it's with money involved. They don't want to talk to nobody, not unless it's money involved. Like, it's really crazy. And I get why some people do it, because sometimes it's drainful. Like, everybody come talking to you, but nobody has offerings, and I get it. But at the same time, you should get a lot of spiritual offerings. You should, anything that you want, you should be able to manifest, because you're out here doing what you need to be doing. You're in the universal field of love. So anything you want, you automatically get it. That's what people don't understand. Like, when a lot of people used to tell me, like, hey, you giving out readings, like, you do what you're supposed to do with a reading. You need to charge. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to charge on this part of what my spiritual practice. Like, I feel like this should always be free. Like, you should always be able to give somebody a compass guide. Now, as far as, like, you know, the removal of certain energies and stuff like that, like, maybe and all that. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, all glory and thankfulness goes up to the Most High. You feel me? The universe and Mother Earth. Like, I'm just a tool for them. That's it. Like, and that's what most people don't understand. Like, it really is just that. So half the time when I'm like, yeah, I healed them, like, don't take it as like, oh, I'm saying I'm mightier than that. I never said that. That's your perception of me. But it's a clear-cut thing on, like, how I am and what I like to do and how I like to help people. I really help people because I want to see them alive. I want to see them successful. Some people don't do that, and that's okay. But what I won't tolerate is that, guys. And so it's like really funny, for real. And I don't know. I guess I've just been in a moment of, like, reflection for the last week. It's like, what am I willing to battle? Am I willing to battle for this? Am I willing to stand up for myself for this? Like, this is something I created. Like, I can't just let this go. Even though I could create something else different, am I willing to let it go? No, I created this. It needs to stay open. I put my hard work, money, I put all that in there. Like, yes, I want this. So it's like, I've been seeing in my life, like, why some things, people, places, and things had to go. And it's like, last week is like the universe, God and Mother Earth were just showing me a reflection. Like, this is why these people had to go. This is why this had to go, because they were in the way. Maybe some people are not, like, really in the way of, like, what you have coming in, because sometimes they are, because, like, the universe won't bless you with certain people around you because they know these people will take it. So the universe is like, hey, we got all these gifts over here for you, but you got to let all this stuff go for this new stuff to come in. This old stuff has to go so the new stuff can come in. Has to go. Get it up out of here. Like, it's crazy. And it's like, I'm just happy. I'm thankful for every single thing that can go through, and everything that I worked hard for, you know, it's coming true and that I really want it. So it's like, hey, you know, I'm just trying to hurry up and get to the end goal. And it's like, maybe there is no end goal. Maybe the end goal is just being in flow. What a time to be alive. Like, and when I say that, I really mean that, guys. Like, what a time to be alive. Yay! And so when I talk to people all the time, I be telling them that, like, sometimes y'all got to be happy just because. Wake up happy on purpose. Don't allow anyone to steal your joy, take your joy from you, because joy comes in the morning. They can't take that from you. That's something that's yours. Whether or not somebody's trying to hurt your feelings or not, and you know that they are, send them love and light. I do that all the time. And it doesn't mean that all they want. What could mean is that I won. Maybe they won in their way, but I won in my way, because I ain't allowed something to take me down or break me down to the point where, I'm in the mode where I'm low. Like, no, you're not going to do that. You're not about to take my energy from me. I'm going to take it back, and you have a great day. This is what I've been learning about me, is that I'm kind of happy that I am the person I am, that the people that really love me and appreciate me in their life today, currently, really love me and appreciate me wholeheartedly. Like, you know what? My presence mattered to them. Like, you know what? But she showed up. Like, every single time I got something, she shows up. And so I ain't got nothing to say about that. And it really makes me really happy to have people that really appreciate me. But what I won't accept is no half-ass appreciation. What I won't accept is, like, a lot of people, they be upset because I'm like, I'm not accepting you just talking. You got to have action behind that talk. You got to put a little in it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard what Jackie Dish said. Put a little bit of in it. Oh, yeah, you got to do that. You better back it up. Feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. That's just saying that, hey, this is what I need. And I'm not accepting anything less than what I need. Like, I just won't, guys. Like, everything I want wants me back. You feel me? Y'all need to listen to that song called Sparkly. Oh my gosh, I love that song. It's one of the best manifestation songs that I've heard. That girl hits notes. I'm like, oh no, baby, I love you. No homo. I love you. I love this song. It's a beautiful song. But guys, like, I really just been reflecting last week. Like, what am I going to accept? How I'm going to accept? But I've really been, like, just watching me really while being in the presence. And it's like, the one thing that I'm noticing about myself is, like, moments when I used to, like, really blow up and I'll be going in, like, and I'll go in. And if you know my go in, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes the universe just telling me, sit back, don't say nothing. Watch. That's all I did. All week long, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should speak up at this point. At times where I needed to speak up, I did. And a lot of times that people don't understand that some of the things that I really had to speak up on, it's like really just being honest with guys, men. I wanted to date, what I'm not accepting, what I am, and like actually standing on what I said. Like, a lot of times I had a lot of guys that still wanted to be my friend even after we dated. And it's like, you hurt me. Like, you technically abused me and you want me to be okay with you and okay with that. Like, you want me to be your friend after you deliberately hurt me, even though I told you you were hurting me and you still did it. And you want me to be your friend? Oh no, I can't. And it's like, I don't know what to say about that, because some people, it's like, I never wanted to keep in contact with them. Some people, I never wanted to keep in contact with them, but I did because I felt like it was benefiting them. Like, you know, it was helping them out. But it's like, it wasn't never helping me out. So at some point, you know, I went in and did some self-healing and said, I apologize to myself for overextending and putting someone else's feelings above my own. This would make them happy if we were friends, but they were never really a good friend to me, even after I accepted them back in my life as a friend. What? No. I always typically ask people that if they want to come back and be in my life as a friend, I ask them, was I a good friend to you? Yes, you did everything you were supposed to do. but were you a good friend to me? And they would be like, no. And I said, and what advice would you give your sister? Because there's a lot of guys, because I don't date women. So guys, I asked him, what advice would you give your sister if some guy who she dated wanted to be her friend again? And he hurt her. And she told him not to do this because this is hurting me. I want something better, blah, 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 blah. Zip, zip, zip. But guess what happened? Every time I asked that question, some of them try to put it on somebody else. And I got to say that because they'll be like, oh, they'll try to put it to where I would still talk to him. No, you would not. Stop lying. You would not tell your sister to still talk to dude, bruh. There's nobody that is doing that. I always tell people, what advice would you give yourself? Or what advice would you give your sister or your brother? Because like I was telling somebody, if I was talking to my brother or my sister and I'm giving them advice, and this is no lie, you can literally ask my baby sister. She would definitely tell you. What would I tell her? Choose you. Let this person go. This person is not for you. Let them go. Let them go. They're in the way and it's okay. But you got to pick you and you got to love you first because there ain't nobody else going to love you like you. And that's being real and as transparent as possible. Ain't nobody gonna love you like you love you. You gotta love you enough to care about what you're accepting and what you're not accepting. I'm not accepting nobody like, oh, you hurt me. Yes, you lived up to it. And if I could forgive you for real, and I forgive everybody, but sometimes some disrespect is disrespect. Like it's to a point where if my spirit says no. That means that's coming from everybody in the spiritual realm is saying no. That means you're still doing and your intentions are evil. Come to love and then maybe try to come back. But baby, if you in that toxic energy, you doing stuff I don't do no more, or you're doing stuff that I have never done ever, I can't be around you and be okay with that. Like, I can't. Like, that's not me. I was willing to accept this because it wasn't me. But at some point, I never wanted to be around you. And it's not saying that once I found this out that you did this, like, yeah, I don't want to be around you. I remember I was dating some guy and I asked him, I said, what is it that you do? I said, I don't want to date no dude who sell drugs. No, nothing, man. What is it that you do? If you sell drugs, I don't want to date you. This man told me that he worked at Kroger's, guys. Kroger's. He delivered groceries for Kroger's. I'm thinking he did it for real because I'm not expecting that somebody would lie about what the hell they do. Okay? Like, let me just say that. Sip at my tea. But he literally told me he delivered groceries at Kroger's. And I remember it was crazy. And it is like the way how he first told me, like, oh yeah, I sell drugs, all this and all that. I was so upset because I'm like, dude, I would have never talked to you. We would have never had sex. We would have never did anything if you would have told me that. Now you put me in a position I might really like you and want to really date you. Like, you know, like I really want to keep dating you. But now I gotta stop because I had to. But then it was like, but he's like, I really want to be with you. Like, I really like you. Like, I don't know what it is. I just like you. Like, it was really weird because like, he used to come over my house and like we used to go to sleep together. Like, I cuddle. I don't know about y'all, but I love cuddling. But a lot of people, I got healing energy, so it's like. A lot of people, they don't know what's going on for real. I now know what's going on. Like, if I was to take a sit back and, like, rewatch life, like, oh, yeah, these people were around me because they needed healing energy. And my cousin told me that one day he came over, and I don't know how I knew he was outside, but I just did. I was like, cuz, come back. And I had put some oil diffuser on, and I was letting him basically come in. I don't know why I put the stuff I put in there, But when he sat down, like he felt 100% better. He said, "Cuz, and that's why I love you over everybody. Because sometimes I need to talk to you because it's your energy. Your energy, like it's healing. Like I had a lot on me, and now that I talk to you, I just don't feel that anymore. And like, you're a really good person and you're a really good spirit. And I love you. Like, and anytime you need me, I'm gonna come through." And I got to say, like, I ain't never really put a phone call out, but when I did put a phone call out, my cousin did show up. One of my god cousins, he did show up, and he like, "Look, I want to do whatever. I know some things go on, but like, she don't call nobody. She don't do nothing. She should not be calling my phone right now. Like, she's really one of my better cousins." And he's like, she ain't like that. Like, she ain't hood. She ain't none of that. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Like, why she calling my phone? But it was crazy. But it was definitely honest, and I appreciate him. But guys, like, my cousin was like really happy for my existence in that moment. Like, and anytime he see me, he be that geeked up, like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, I'm talking about me. All my cousins went in the club together and everything. But when my cousin see me, she told him, like, "Hey, get in here." This man came, found me, and was geeked up to see me. Like, everybody was stopping me, talking to me. My brother, other best friend, was like, "Hey, Keita, what you doing in here?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "What?" But people see me out. I don't go out that often. So they're like, "Wait, what you got going on, sis? Like, you all right?" And then I be sitting up there literally at a bar having a whole full-blown conversation, spiritual conversation. And I swear it's like this. I don't even know why. I'm just like thinking back at all my times I go out. Like, why am I always having a spiritual conversation with people? I really do. And it is like I always been this way. And then maybe it was like, because I always tell people, I was like, I always been spiritual. I just used to hide it from people because I used to get in trouble. Some people didn't like it. So I cared more about what other people would say when it came to talking about my spirituality. But then it was like, you know, like I came into one, and then what I can say, like, that really helped me along the way, like really, like, place the cake and the icing and the cherry on the top is when I went on a date with the Haitian. My Haitian. And I was sitting up there just talking to him. We were talking about every single thing I could think about. And I'm like, this man is, I love him. But he didn't like when talking about spirituality with him, he's like, what do you know? And I told him what I know. He's like, oh. And we were just sitting up there just talking and talking and talking for hours and hours and hours. And it was like, speaking of time, who stopped it? You feel me? Like, yes, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. And I love this moment. And I appreciate this moment because it really helped me really accept myself and not accept anything less from any man I date or any friend that I'm around. If you can't take me how I am, spiritually, all of that, don't take me at all. Because I am love. This is me. Like, I love this part about me. I can't hide this part no more. This is the best part of me. I feel like, not saying the other part isn't good enough, but this part of me, who I am, this version of me has always been here. I'm just happy that I'm able to keep it on the forefront, like, and blend everything in with as one, like, make it a beautiful picture. And it's like, it's perfect. It's like my puzzle came together, but that really helped me in that moment. And most people don't like really look at all the tiny moments and be grateful for that. But I'm like really 100% grateful, guys, for just being in my moment, in my era, in my skin, and that I'm able to be who I am and don't have to hide from nobody. Like, I don't care if somebody says, oh, this girl has crystals on her, and you have a cross on you. You're walking around here with somebody's child that got hung on a cross, and you think that's okay. Don't come for my crystal, because I'll come for your cross. And please believe, and most people who know me know I'm spiritual. Do I believe Jesus lived? Yes. Do I believe Jesus walked and did everything they say he did? Yes. Okay. I'm a spiritual person, but I'm also a spiritual person that makes common sense with common sense. Like, hey, like, we're going to not acknowledge this man who they obviously created history about, but his death was so sad that they had to make a religion out of it because they killed some woman's child. I have to say it that way. Her says my mama said what she said. Guys, and this is real talk. Like, maybe I should do an episode on Jesus. But when my mama said, and when I say, my mom said, you want to know why, Keita, I don't have any crosses in my house? And I said, why? She said, why would I want to have a cross in my house and I have a son? And they hung a black male on a cross. Why would I keep that in my house for? That's sad. I know how it feels when your kids get targeted by the police and they kill your kids. They do things to harm your kids. Yes, I know how that feels. That ain't something that I want in my house. It ain't. I believe in Jesus, but I don't think this is something that I should have in my house. And when my mama said it like that, that's the thing that really made me feel some type of way, to know, like, you know what, maybe this is wrong. Like, my mama always had me look at things from a different perspective. And she's like, well, maybe this isn't right. Maybe this key to this is wrong. And I kind of totally agree with her. And if you put it from a perspective where, hey, how you think Mary felt seeing that her son was executed on a cross? Okay, I ain't gonna get too much on that subject. But what a time to be alive. You feel me? Like, that would have been a horrible experience to experience watching my son, you know, like, as Mary watching her son, Jesus. It's like they did that to her son. Like, what? Where's all the help at? Where are people at to help my son? Like, yeah, I'd be hot too. And some people don't look at it like that. Maybe they say that she was happy, but in any statue they have of her, any picture they have of her, she's not smiling. I wonder why. Because y'all probably killed her damn son. But that's neither here nor there, okay? But in all actual reality, like, everything runs one and one. And I really feel that we as people need to be more open to other people, other cultures, other religion, and just love people. Just because. Love on purpose. Some people be upset about me with that, but baby, I love on purpose just because I can. And I will say it again. I love on purpose just because I can. I will love you for a day if I'm supposed to, just because I can. I can't be hateful. I don't like to be in that energy. I don't like to be upset. I always love to be loving and joyful, like, and you can see that, and you see the reflection in my child. So I always tell people that you can always tell how people really are is because how their kids are. Everybody be like, your son is so loving. I love your son. Can I just hug him? Hug him. And they hug him all the time. And I remember this one girl, she's like, I just love your son. Like, anytime, like, I'm around him, I just feel better. And I was like, well, that's what you're supposed to. She's like, you're doing a really good job with your son. He's respectful. Like, even though you don't make him say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, but he's respectful without that. And that's an honor. He don't go around hating kids. He ain't no bully. He loved people. He loved people because his mama loved him. Regardless of whatever love, he got love from everybody. He was the only grandchild for 7 years, 8 years. Well, he's 9 now. My nephew, like, hold on. Nephew's 3. So he was only child for like maybe, you know, since he was 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm going to just say 7, 8, 9. He was been only child since that long. So only grandchild, only nephew. So it's kind of like, yeah, like, of course, he's going to be spoiled as hell. Like, but he got to experience like real, genuine love and everything before the other kids came around. But not saying that we don't enjoy the other kids, because please believe I love my niece and nephew, and I smack the taste out your mouth for them. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, is this a great moment to be alive? Like, yes, like everybody's at peace and harmony. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really feel like the rest of this year is going to be great for everybody, not just for myself, but for every single body. We deserve this. We deserve this break. We deserve the things that we need to do, guys. Like, and I know, like I've been telling people, I've been going through a transformation. So are y'all. The collective in general, Destiny and Fate is out. So some things, your transformation has to happen. I wouldn't even fight against it. See what the universe wants you to transform. See the things that needs to die. So that way you could be reborn again. Be a better version of yourself, guys. Like I'm telling y'all, sometimes I do certain things because I be nervous. I ain't gonna lie, but I really be in my moment. And I've been learning how to be present in every moment, even if it's during meditation, even if it's during just like chilling, thinking about whatever. Like I'm just happy that I'm here and able to experience every moment that I'm going to experience, to see this world transform and to see, you know, Mother Earth get her wish. You know, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Like I see it like, oh my gosh, I see myself crying. It's like really weird, but it's like a beautiful thing that's going to happen. And so guys, like y'all got to be prepared for this shift, because this shift is going to change everything that you know. And some people might look at it as bad. Some people going to look at it like, thank God, we know it's a God that exists. And that's going to be the real thing. Like, we know it's somebody who created this thing that exists. Because it ain't going to be nobody else but this person. And I keep telling people, like, y'all got to pay attention. I'm going to do an episode, but y'all got to pay for that episode. But guys, like, it's a great time to be alive. Y'all finna witness some things that y'all probably didn't even know that exist. And just be prepared for this. I don't know if this is coming in this week. I don't think it's coming in this week. I do believe it's going to probably hit by the end of April, maybe like May 20th or something like that. But y'all going to be like, dang, what a time to be like, y'all gonna see something that's going to be like, I never knew this existed. And you're going to hear me like, what a time to be like. What is that? To be alive. Okay, what was that? But guys, like if you've been changing your life and you've been doing the work, no matter what somebody's talking about, continue doing you, and make sure that you do you with love, and make sure you stand on the things that you're about. Make sure that you just love you because you can. Guys, I'm telling y'all, it's a beautiful thing. Like people really enjoy your presence just because it's you. It's crazy, but it is true. And I always tell people that, like, I really appreciate people. Every single time somebody does something for me, I always tell them thank you. Some people be like, you don't really have to do that like that, Keita. Like, I get it. Like, you really appreciate me. I have to tell you that because me as a friend, that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I like that appreciation. But I tell you that because maybe I see people around you not doing it enough to you. So I do it because I see that, and this is what you need. Your soul is calling out for that. That's why I'm here for. Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you. Some people, you could do stuff for them all day and tomorrow, and they never appreciate you. They don't care. I'm telling you, like sitting down, laying down, having my son, and seeing that certain people that said that they had come to the hospital, I done did everything for them, never came to the hospital, and they never really tell my son happy birthday. You feel me? And it's like, well, y'all kind of already showed y'all hand for real, but how much am I willing to tolerate? I'm telling y'all, like, what I've been seeing is like why I had to cut this person off out of my life. Why I gotta choose me. Like, and how I'm happy enough to speak up and stand on what I said, and not saying that I don't care about somebody else's feelings, because I do. But at some point, I really gotta care about my feelings. Like, guys, like, y'all gotta understand that. So if I'm telling you, like, no, I don't want to be your friend, it's no disrespect. It's more of me choosing me over choosing your feelings. Because if I choose your feelings over mine, then I gotta do self-healing again. And that ain't something I'm willing to do. And I'm not going to keep healing the same wound. Like, no, baby, once I close it up and it's healed, it's going to be healed. That's final. But I can't be playing around with y'all, because some people, they just only here and they're here to test you. You know, and I wouldn't even think that I would give myself a test. But at some point, you know, I know that I would be like, you know what? Most people be like, you know what? Why would you think the universe is going to test you? Because that's like you testing yourself. I know me. I probably would test me too. Some spiritual people don't want to admit that. Like, bro, I will test me too to make sure I'm done. Oh, let's see if you're done. And I would do that. I would test me all day and tomorrow. And once I test me and I'm done, then I'd be like, you know what? You're good. You passed your test. Go ahead and get your gold star, baby. You get 4 of them. Just because you passed it, okay? But once I'm done. But then once I come to a point, like, cause like right now, this is like in my biggest moment, I feel like, where it's like, I'm not allowing certain things around me, certain energies around me. I'm not gonna be in the moment of, this makes you more happy than me, so I'm not gonna be there. I'm no longer doing certain things just because. I'm actually like, I always been conscious that I never really did it just because. Some things I did. But it's kind of more like I'm really choosing me, even when it comes down to like the people I'm friends with, the people I'm allowing around me, the people with the energy around me. Like, man, I have been so selective over the last few days about what energy I want around me, people who I want around me, people, every single thing. And it's like, I've never been more aware and conscious than now. And it's like, hold on, I don't want you around me, no, bro. And then it's like, it's to the point where I'm just like, ugh. I just want to break. I don't want to talk to nobody this week. And so I'm going to just not talk to anybody and, get my energy right. But then I notice like certain people, they all start calling back like, hold on, pause. What you calling me back for? Maybe you need to call yourself back. How about you try this person back? We're not going to try me, but I'm just okay. And I'm okay with you being okay. Okay, guys. And I think this is my last story I want to end with, okay? Something that I noticed this past weekend. And I hope it helped you out, because it definitely helped me out to see a lot of things on a different point of view. And some people are like, what do you mean by that? Okay, so shots fired while I sip this tea. You know what? There's a lot of things that I noticed. But there's 2 that I'm going to talk about, because y'all know I'll talk y'all head off all day if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that today. But the first thing I noticed was that how the universe was like, some people think that I forgot you. Some people think that they could just leave without you. Let them people leave. Because, baby, I'm always got your back. And it happened this way because I went out. Well, no, I actually went to my little brother's birthday party. And like something happened where my cousin like spilled her foot. I told her, I was like, hold on, don't grab the pop. At the same time, she's like, cuz I got it. I was like, don't do it. She ain't listen. What happened? Bam, her food fell. I was like, see, I told you. And the one thing I didn't do was like leave my cousin's side. She walked off, I walked off. You feel me? And it was like, then me and my cousin was singing for the cupcakes, the desserts. So we were singing, and my little brother grandma was looking at me like, we was like, hello. She's just looking like, they just happy. Like, yeah, baby, we just wait for you to move so that way we can get to these cakes. Because that cakes was off my diet, guys. I gotta say that. But it definitely was good, okay? But make a long story short, I ended up going to the bar with my little brother after his birthday party. I was waiting for them to pull up. So some told me to sit right here in the cut. Next thing I know, I thought it was gonna take him a minute to get there. This man pulled on up. I'm like, man, look at this. Look at dude. I noticed his girlfriend in the car. So I get out and I basically go in and like everybody starts to walk off. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, are they leaving? Like, where are they going? And the next thing I know is everybody starts to walk and my ex is right there. He's like, hey, white girl. He's like, we going back here. You follow us. Like, I'm not playing. I was like, all right, I got you. And see, in this ex right here, and he's not one of the exes that I said, like, me and him ended on bad terms or nothing. Like, me and him is actually, like, really good friends. And, I think we was just better as friends anyways. But anyways, me and him was talking, and it was just like, it was okay for real, because it was like God showing me, like, no matter where you at, if I got you, I got you. That was the universe saying, no matter where I'm at, I'll never leave you behind. I always got you. People may leave you, but I will never leave you. And that's how I took that. Even though, like, people be like, oh, that's like, dude, my ex was there with his girlfriend. Okay, like, and they cool, I'm cool with him. Like, I ain't got no problems. Like, that's like a young boyfriend. Like, I don't even know if I consider him an ex now, because it's kind of like, you kind of look really, really, really old. But, like, we were always, me and this particular ex, we were always friends. Like, we were friends before we even got together. And that's what most people don't understand. Like, yes, we were friends 3 years before we even got together. And then we vowed to be friends afterwards, because our families are so tied in that everybody's friends. And so there's no reason for us to have bad blood, but we didn't break up on bad terms. So it's like, I mean, the only thing I could have been mad about, and when I did healing work, I mean, I'll probably talk about that one day about him. But anyways, guys, the whole point of me telling y'all that story, okay, because I don't want to get sidetracked, was basically about letting y'all know that the universe, if you've been doing what you need to do and the universe is backing you and God's backing you, Mother Earth is backing you, you're in perfect alignment, you are never left behind. You might think like, oh, it's never happening for me. And it's like the universe was showing me it's happening because I said it was. Can't nobody stop what's happening to you. And that's why it was like, hey, well, maybe I know I'm supposed to go forward, because that's where we were going. We were going forward. Like, because it wasn't that we were walking backwards. We were actually walking forward. And God's like, yeah, you let everybody go before you. You've been doing your thing. Don't ever think I'm going to forget you. Like, you've been doing your thing. You've been clapping for everybody. What makes you think that I'm not going to bless you? Whether these people before you clap before you, or whether these people ain't clapping for you behind you, guess who clapping for you? Me. Because I'm right here with you. And so maybe somebody needs to hear that. Maybe you feel like, where's my blessings? Where is the stuff that I know that I've been manifesting? Where is this at? It has not showed up yet. Like, I need help. I need delivery. Guess what? It's here. It's time, baby. Don't worry about it. You got it. You got it, girl. You got it. Hey, hold on. Remix. You got it, boy. You got it. It's here. What a time to be alive. I promise you, you're about to be jumping up and down all week long. Like, what a time to be alive. I'm telling y'all. And if it's what a time to be alive, y'all better shoot me $25, because I refer that because y'all got that juice for me. I appreciate it. You be like, you know what? Let me slide you something, baby. You feel me? Because you definitely gave me the juice that I needed. You feel me? I'm only going to give you what you need. But this is an actual reaction. This is an actual reality this is what I peeped this weekend, and this is the message that I'm supposed to give out. And another thing, before I end it, another thing that happened was, you know how like some people say things about you behind your back, but they're not bold enough to say it to you in front of your face. They're not bold enough to really speak the truth on the truth with you. But sometimes God will bring them back around to show them like what somebody said isn't true, or what they thought they was doing never even touched you. And they owe down for that. Now, I always tell people that you do whatever you want to do, that's you. I don't care. But I'm not in the business of hating on people. I'm not in the business of not doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. I'm in the business of really genuinely loving people for exactly who they are. If I'm going to accept you, I'm accepting you at core. I'm not accepting anything less or anything more. But at the same time, what I'm learning is that you don't have to be evil with evil. Sometimes you can match evil with goodness, and goodness always wins. I don't care who you are. Just don't mess with me. I don't care what you do, what you practice. Just don't do that on me. I always tell people that I don't care what you do. Just don't do that to me. You can be this person's friend, but I respect you enough because I respect this person. I respect your presence enough because I respect this person. And that's what a lot of people don't understand about me. Like, yes, I respect you enough because of this person. Not saying anything wrong, anything less. I just have enough respect and enough love for them and for myself to respect you as who you need to be. But what I've learned this weekend is that anyone who had any doubt about you or whatever situation they thought they had going on with you, and any lie they had spread, it will be revealed. Everything that need to be revealed, it's going to be revealed, guys. And when I say that, I really mean that like wholeheartedly. When I say things going to be revealed, it's going to be revealed, guys. I know, like, when I say like revealed, guys, I mean revealed. The veil's off. You can see everything. That's why people, they look at like, yes, I see you. I know what you do. I just don't say anything. I always tell people that. I see your real intentions. I don't have to tell you. I see that because you should know that. If a person's really in tune, they can see your intentions too. But what I've learned is that God will bring you back around to the same people who's wishing you not good, for the same people who was talking bad about you, for the people who was doing whatever. Like, God will bring you back around just to be like, they were only there in your life to bless you. They was only there to really help you, but yet you chose to do something different. And now you have to sit back and watch this person glow, because that's your karma. Because maybe people pray for your karma not to be that bad. And so the bad part is that you got to watch this person. You don't believe me? Just watch. Hey, don't believe me? Just watch. That's what the universe is saying right now, guys, with karma. Karma in the universe. They're all saying this at one time. Don't believe me? Just watch. So get ready. If y'all ain't seen that yet, baby, it's going to happen. And maybe this podcast is confirmation, but I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all what I tell y'all, when I know what I say is so, this is definitely one of those times, guy. What a time to be alive. And you finna be like, I'm so happy that I existed during this entire moment, okay? So my message for today and for the rest of the week is, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Y'all better get ready. When I say get ready, y'all better get ready. Okay? What's that song? Raining Man? Yeah, that Raining Man. Is that by Rihanna and Nicki Minaj and Trina? It might be, if I'm not mistaken, because y'all know I love me some Trina. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. Make sure for all y'all candle needs, like these new candles, they going like hotcakes and they smell good. If you want candles, hit me up on A Sense of Goddess on Facebook. That's where I sell them at. I'm going to start me a page on Instagram and link it so that way, like, you know, if you purchase it, it'll go towards the whole Instagram, Facebook thingy with selling the candles. Like, it all goes with one where you can find me on Instagram or Facebook. Also, guys, make sure y'all tell me how y'all feel about the episode. Kick me in, you know. Also, guys, like I want to tell y'all something. Make sure y'all go follow me on my website at the Pretty Red ENT Show podbean.com, you know, or come follow me on Snapchat because y'all know I'll be on my Snapchat chatting it up. The Pretty Red ENT Show. Just know, guys, my solar return is in a few days, so just know about to be time. I don't know if I'm going to do a podcast or not that day, but if I do, that's because I'm blessing y'all with my presence. And baby, that's what it is. And that's what I learned, that I'm just only here to bless people with my presence. My presence is your blessing. So, but anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. Sending y'all love and light, and thanks for tuning in to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl, Goddess Nikita, a.k.a. Pretty Red ENT.